The unemployment rate is staggering. People are losing their jobs. Soon, the employment rate will probably go over 10% in this country. Some economists are calling it an economic meltdown. People are losing their homes at a record basis. People are living in tents and parks. Children, so like 18% of children in this country are now moving toward living in poverty. All kinds of problems facing the United States. If you follow President Obama on television, however, you'd think nothing was wrong. Probably the comic Bill Maher, and commentator, in an article in the Los Angeles Times, captured the mood the best. Let me read you what Bill Maher said about President Obama's goings-on. It's getting to where you can't turn on your TV without seeing Obama. There's a fine line between being transparent and being overexposed. Every time you turn on the TV, there's Obama. He's getting a puppy. He's eating a cheeseburger with Joe Biden. He's taking the wife to Broadway and Paris. This is the best season of The Bachelor yet. Maher really captures what's happening right now in this country. We live in a celebrity-obsessed culture. We saw that with the Michael Jackson phenomenon. Now we see it with our president. He's everywhere. Obama's in Africa, he's in Ghana, he's in Paris, he's in Turkey, he's in London with Queen Elizabeth, he's down at the Vatican meeting with the Pope. Then we see him at a star-studded benefit for the musician Stevie Wonder. Then we see him on the Jay Leno show, which cost taxpayers, by the way, $7 million. No wonder his approval rating has now dipped from over 70% down to 61%, and it's under 50% for his views on health care. There are a lot of people concerned about Obama's record on civil liberties. The senior editor at Slate of the online magazine, Dahlia Lithwick, calls Obama the keeper of Bush's secrets. Nat Henhoff, the great, legendary civil libertarian, calls Obama George W. Obama. And it looks like, in terms of civil liberties and state secrets, Obama's becoming George W. Bush Part 2. Moreover, the war machine that threatened to bankrupt the United States when George W. Bush was president is actually growing under Obama. We're in Afghanistan. We're still in Iraq. Don't worry, folks. We'll be there a long time. We moved into Pakistan. We're building a $736 million base in Pakistan. In Pakistan? Obviously, the military-industrial complex has the president's ear. It's the ailing, the terrible economy that got Obama elected in the first place, but it's not turning around. Joe Biden, as vice president, says they were surprised. They were taken off balance. They didn't know it was really going to be this bad. They didn't take into consideration the economic consideration when they took office. Simply put, folks, the country is in a hell of a mess, and the president's going to have to do something. What does the president need to do, in my opinion? He needs to get off of television. He needs to not go to the Vatican and meet the Pope or meet Queen Elizabeth. He doesn't need to be in Ghana. The president needs to be in Peoria. He needs to be in Cleveland. He needs to be in Nebraska. He needs to be in Texas. If he's going to be anywhere, getting people back to work. I want to see him on television where people are actually starving, in places like Indiana where the unemployment rate is just shooting. The president needs to be there assuring us that he can do the job. In other words, Mr. President, you need to get off of television and get your hands dirty for a change.